Hey there, everyone. It's your LKN Destination Girl, Carrie Arnold, and I've got a premier lake exclusive. I'm actually talking with one of the most inspirational people I've ever met, and I mean that. Edie Raether. She's a mom, she's an author, she's an international keynote speaker. You're a landlord, right? I mean, what don't you do?
I'm in the hospitality
You're
business.
more in the hospitality business. Edie moved here to the lake, and she feels like she has found the most tranquil place because she has everything. She's got the lake, she's close to the mountains, close to the beach.
Four Seasons.
I want to talk to you about how you had 7 books penned up in your heart and in your soul, and you found this piece of land and they just came out in 7 years.
You know, that's interesting because it was about 28 years I had wanted to write, but the writer's block.
28 years?
And it was at the point, I went to the beach, I lived on my little boat to, kind of break ground. But then when I first bought a cottage here that I tore down, which many people do on the lake because it's a better property.
Right.
And I spit out 7 books in 7 years.
So
after 28 years.
Let's talk about the inspiration that you experienced with that. Can you explain that?
You know, I've always lived on the water, and there is absolutely no question. In fact, I have somebody renting one of the units because he's writing a book, and so he's going to spend time here. But living by the water slows us down and puts us into kind of the zone. And
what do you call that zone?
It's a meditative state. It's alpha. It's
Okay.
a slower brainwave activity where we are inspired, where we hear nature speak to us, and it is a state where we are more creative.
Love it.
And so you really need this experience. And one of the things too, Carrie, I mentioned that I lived in Holly Springs on a small lake,
and that's in North Carolina.
Yes.
Which is a beautiful area.
Oh, the triangle is great. But this is greater. This is greater. And you know what I realized? One day I woke up and I said, this isn't really lake living. I could look at it, but I couldn't swim in it. I couldn't boat in it.
Right.
What is it? What's special about Lake Norman is that it's an intimacy with the water. You can hear the lapping of the waves. You can swim in it. My jet ski is in my backyard. So we can play with it. We can play in the water. I mean, I was going to build on the ocean. I had stakes in the ground. But then I realized sometimes it's not as safe to swim in the ocean.
Right.
But you can't have your boat in the backyard unless you're on the ICW. And if you're on the ICW, it's a little trickly bit of water. It's not exciting. And so, but the inspiration, and the other thing is I have a healthcare background. I do hypnosis, psychotherapy. And I will tell you that all of the populations of people on the earth that live, into their hundreds.
Near water?
They are near water. In fact, I was just reading a story this morning of a guy who was going to die in 9 months. So he went back to the Greek Isle Icaria to die. And he's 97 and he's still living because he went back to the sea. You gotta have it.
That's the secret, everybody. Get to the water, get to the lake. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Lake Norman area, hey, I can put you up with a hospitable, gracious host. I'll go ahead and put that blurb in
And you
there.
can have a free book.
Well, thank you. I want to choose.
Any guest.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. And so we can help you with that. But if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Lake Norman area, visit Destination Lake Norman on Facebook. That's Destination Lake Norman. I know you've been there. We would love to show you the lake.
And this is the fountain of youth.